If you have just two emotional women that just keep going, and like,
you can't even have women as roommates. Like women can't even be roommates.
Plus, like women are competitive with each other in general. Like, just look at how many female friendships actually stand the test of time. Not nearly as many as male friendships.
Yes. The one confounding factor, though, of this static is that lesbians don't exist. So I don't know how they got that. That can be a question for another time.
That's also true. I agree with that. So it's confusing. I think it's just lesbians are lesbians because they can't get the man that they want. So they just but if they could get the man they want, they would. Or there might be a very small percentage of those who are like abused and they're scared of men because of that. But otherwise, it's like if a woman settles down with another woman,
There it is. The line the entire feminist project pretends never existed. Two emotional women, no natural restraint, no male de-escalation, just endless escalation until somebody's crying or somebody's bleeding. Knowles didn't invent this. He just said the quiet part out loud while Melonie Mac sat there nodding along like she just realized her side has been lying for 50 years. Democrats spent decades selling the fantasy that women are the more peaceful, more evolved sex. Reality just walked in, kicked the door down, and showed the domestic violence data. Watch what happens next when the divorce numbers drop.
All right, number 7. What percentage of divorces in the U.S. are initiated by women? What percent are initiated by women? All right,
just slightly under 70%.
The correct answer is 70% on the dot. Wow, that's pretty good, Michael.
I think it's actually like 69.8 or something. I was looking this up somewhat recently, but I'll take my point either way.
But did you look up did you look up the percent of when it's college educated women?
Oh, it's like 150%. So
I couldn't find like a specific like study on it, but just like citing some different law firms like Whitney and Law and Irwin and Irwin. Yeah, they say 90% of college educated women initiate the divorce. 90%.
That's bad. That's bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet little Elisa has her PhD, but I think it's kind of like the IQ bell curve meme. Like, she's so smart that she realizes she shouldn't divorce me and get half my stuff. She should kill me and get all my stuff. That's how she would take care of the problem.
There you go. That's something.
5-3, Michael. All right.
Whoa.
We're in striking distance here.
Crazy.
Clearly, Michael's the better feminist.
There is some sexual inequality going on this program.
Many people have said. Number 8, what percentage of Gen Z women now identify as feminists? This is just Gen Z. All right. What do you have?
67.
60. Y'all are both dead wrong. It is 53%, but Melonie's closer.
Whoa, great. That's a white pill.
Hey, that's good, because I know that like Gen Z men are getting more conservative, but I thought women weren't. But hey, maybe this is an improvement.
No, that's great. This is the divide politically where people try to say Gen Z is more right-wing or more left-wing. And the reality is they're just more of everything. So the left-wing Zoomers are all trannies and the right-wing Zoomers are Nazis.
Yeah.
You see, on average, they probably stay exactly the same. But I'm glad to see that on the feminine. That's a major movement.
Great.
Wow, good stuff.
Well, I do think when I look through TikTok and stuff, I see a lot of these young girls that are like, hey, I'm sick of this. I don't want to pay for dates. Yeah. I don't want to be in the workforce. I want to stay at home. And so a lot of them, it actually makes sense. Okay.
The kids are all right.
That was one of my favorite reaction videos that Knowles did, where it's just like these women, these liberal women, discovering conservative men for the first time. Like, oh my gosh, he paid for my meal. He opened my door. Crazy.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, this is actually the first generation, though, that's been the majority. So it's not looking that great. So, just FYI.
All right.
All right, number 9. In the 1960s, about 92% of women reported cooking at home. Now, that number has dropped in the late 2000s. What has it dropped to?
Cooking at home, how frequently?
I didn't get a frequency of it, but
Well, it's not once a year. I think most people have cooked at home once a year. It's not. You're talking every night, every week. You can't. This is a ridiculous question.
I would assume in their general, like most days.
Okay.
I would say most days. Yeah.
Okay, we're just making that up.
Most days.
Okay, that's
I think
fine.
Melanie's taking over now. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Better than
I'm the
having
host
babies
now.
on the show. Okay, 92 in the 60s, in the late 2000s.
Yeah.
Ah, bro, come on. I thought you meant 2020s.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, Melanie's redoing it.
Yeah, you got
I'm redoing it because I was counting it for like now. Okay.
Right.
All right, what do you have, Michael?
67 again.
67.
20.
Dude, it's 68.
I just know.
Let's go!
What?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You've been reading my notes?
I'm shocked.
That was scary.
70%. 70% of divorces in America are initiated by women. College-educated women, 90%. Let that sink in. The same progressive class that spent 30 years telling young women, you don't need a man, girl boss, lean in, smash the patriarchy, is the exact demographic most likely to walk away the second the marriage stops feeling like a Pinterest board. Knowles nails it. Melonie Mac tries to soft pedal it with the usual, well, maybe they're just unhappy, cope, but the data is brutal. Feminism promised liberation and delivered a generation of women who treat marriage like a trial subscription they can cancel when the novelty wears off. Meanwhile, the men who actually show up, pay the bills, and open the pickle jar get rewarded with half their stuff and a court order. Democrats will never run an ad about this. They'll just keep screaming toxic masculinity while the family structure burns. This isn't empowerment. It's a slow-motion cultural suicide dressed up in pink hats.
All right, number 11. According to the CDC, how much more likely are lesbian women to report experiencing domestic violence compared to heterosexual women? Closest without going over.
How much more likely, meaning?
More likely.
Well, here's the problem. Let me just explain to you the statistical problem that you didn't consider. Let's say straight women, it's 50%. Obviously, these are made up numbers, but let's say it's 50%. And lesbians, it's 75%. You probably would count that as 25% more likely. But 75% compared to 50% is actually 50% more likely. Because the delta is 25% and 25% into 50% is half.
It's a persuasive argument, Michael. Now, what percentage?
Okay. My question is just, are you doing it based on percentage points or percent? Meaning X number of straight women versus X number of Y number of lesbians.
If you're in a lesbian relationship, what percent, how much more likely are you in a percent?
I know you keep repeating that question. I'm saying,
And are they
you
being
looking?
honest?
That's how I wrote it, though.
I know it's how you, but I'm saying, is it like there's a survey of all women, and here's the likelihood that they're, and for straight women it's 42, and for lesbians it's 62, and you're just subtracting one from the other?
Percentage points.
Percentage points. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, that's crucial.
That is.
Okay. I want to know if they're being honest too. Because, how many of these women are admitting that they're fighting each other?
All right, what do you have, Michael? How many percentage points?
17 percentage points.
The correct answer is about 25%.
Ah!
After that calculus
I'm
Michael
hoping
did,
they're being
the
honest.
fancy
Because literally
statistic.
every lesbian I've ever met has been in domestic violence with their other lesbian.
It is.
Yeah.
It's funny because it surprises people to find out that the most violent relationships are lesbian relationships.
Yeah.
It surprises people because apparently they've never met women. I don't know. It doesn't surprise me at all. Women get a little, can I say it? A little emotional sometimes. I'm not saying
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
They do. We're emotional creatures.
Yeah, they do. And the other thing is with a man, even some men lose their temper and stuff too, but men are told,
Right.
because men know that we can really be violent, men are taught to restrain their violence from a very young age.
Yeah.
Whereas women are always taught that they can get away with anything and they're not actually all that physically strong, and they're never told don't you ever hit a woman. Don't you? It's like, no, they get into catfights.
Exactly. And men tend to de-escalate better. So it's just like, okay, let's calm down, or I'm sorry,
Yeah.
men tend to do that more than women. Or you have just two emotional women that just keep going and
You can't even have women as roommates. Like women can't even be
Yeah, and
roommates.
plus, like women are competitive with each other in general. Like, just look at how many female friendships actually stand the test of time. Not nearly as many as male friendships.
Yes. The one confounding factor, though, of this statistic is that lesbians don't exist. So I don't know how they got that. That can be a question for another time.
That's also true. I agree with that. So it's confusing. I think it's just lesbians are lesbians because they can't get the man that they want. So they just but if they could get the man they want, they would. Or there might be a very small percentage of those who are like abused and they're scared of men because of that. But otherwise, it's like if a woman settles down with another woman, she already lost the game. It's like she couldn't get the man. So she just didn't want to be alone.
That is the intro clip to this episode, and there is no debate about it.
And here comes the knockout. Lesbian relationships report significantly higher rates of domestic violence than heterosexual ones. Not a little higher, meaningfully higher. Knowles doesn't flinch. He explains the obvious. Men are trained from childhood to restrain their strength because they know what they can do. Women are never given that same restraint training. And when you put two highly emotional people together with no physical check on the escalation, you get chaos. Melonie Mac doesn't even try to defend the progressive fairy tale. She basically agrees. Then Knowles delivers the line that should be carved into every gender studies department. If a woman settles for another woman, she already lost the game. She couldn't get the man she actually wanted, so she settled for the consolation prize, and now everyone's supposed to pretend it's the same thing. Feminism spent decades pretending biology, hierarchy, and pair bonding are social constructs. The data just called their bluff in front of God and everybody. This is why the 4-0 to 6-0 crowd is done pretending. The numbers are in. The experiment failed. And Michael Knowles just read the autopsy report out loud while Melonie Mac watched her side's sacred cows get turned into hamburger.